said, told me that you are an impersonate, a replica. It's our hometown. Texas ground. It's our hometown.
I did those because just scientifically it proves and it shows that you fire off more muscle fibers. You get into the two heads of the calf muscle and the tricep bottom part of the calf muscle along with the soleus. The donkey calf raises also isolate the weight on your back so you don't have an axial load where you're bouncing in between, and some of that weight from that would be going into your calf is distributed through your knee bounce or your core or your upper body, and so you're able to stabilize and keep that weight over just the lower part of your legs and keep your legs the primary function in doing that. As you've seen in the video, I like to go all the way down to stretch out the calf muscle, and then I always like to go all the way up and squeeze at the top, keeping the feet pointed forward and going up onto the big toe, which actually allows me to contract both sides or both heads of the muscle. I don't turn my feet in or out because it actually takes away from the actual two heads of the calf muscle. The soleus become mainly the primary muscle. The second one was a single leg dumbbell calf raise. I like to do that so that I can isolate each side using the same principle as a donkey calf raise. So I bend over a little bit and let the weight hang so I can kind of try to isolate just my lower body. But it's a little bit hard because I have my core and my upper body actually stabilizing the weight. But it does allow me to focus on each calf muscle individually so that the dominant one isn't the one that's always being predominantly used. The second one, the third exercise is the seated calf raise. The seated calf raise is a good exercise to actually get to the soleus, which is most cases is a fat, slow twitch muscle fiber, more of an endurance type muscle fiber, meaning that you can do a lot more work. They're more the slower twitch muscle fibers, and those are the muscle fibers that usually fatigue at the least amount of rate. So I like to do a lot of reps with that. I had my feet on some dumbbells, always trying to get my heel down past parallel to the ground and going all the way up on my toes and peeking out by squeezing and going to the top of my toes. I usually do sets of 15, 20, 25, 30 of those, since those are endurance muscles. And so that actually is a bigger muscle other than the two heads and the tricep part of the calf that gives the calf a little bit more volume. Now, calf training is going to kind of depend on insertions, the length of the calf, how long the Achilles tendon in, but everyone can grow calves. So that's my calf training video. If you want more information, contact me on my website, www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com. Thanks.